Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Alternate Cuts. Now, we have a special one for you today. Today, we'll be talking about the Beetlejuice WORKPRINT. Now, of course, Beetlejuice is the beloved 1988 horror comedy, I guess you would call it, with Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder, of course, directed by Tim Burton. Now, this alternate cut really doesn't change anything about the story except for the end, and I'll get to that. But basically, what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you the scenes that are different. So if you ever do see this or run across it, you'll kind of know what to expect. But it's really not easy to find. So, a special thank you to Joe, the horror man, for making this possible. Now, the first alternate scene is after the couple dies in the house, or dies when they go off the bridge, and they're back at the house. And you see Jane calling Charles about the house. Now, when the couple goes back to the house, you have them in that place with the sandworms. Now, the sandworms come in a few times during the film. The first time, however, they replace the sandworms with big cogs. And I think that's pretty cool because it's different. I mean, we do see the sandworms, of course, in the, towards the middle and end of the film. But just seeing something different like the cogs, I think, offers a little something new about Beetlejuice. And I think that's pretty cool. And it was done pretty good. The next alternate cut is Adam Baldwin taking the key to the attic from Winona Ryder, and Lydia, Winona Ryder, talking to Charles by the attic. Does it change anything? Not really, but it's just cool to see an extra scene with a little bit more dialogue. And then we have when Lydia gets in trouble for vandalizing the sheets. Now, if you remember, the couple tries to scare the people who are living there now out of the house by cutting holes in sheet for eyes and pretending to be ghosts. It's kind of silly, of course, because the sheets have patterns rather than just using a plain white sheet. But it's funny. So Lydia gets in trouble for vandalizing the sheets. And the next scene is also an alternate scene where Lydia is pleading her case to Charles, her father. Um, then we have another scene where the sandworm tries to get the couple hanging from a windowsill. That's a little bit later in the film. That's pretty cool. The sandworm kind of resembles a little bit of a dog. But the most important part, I think, is the alternate ending. Now, of course, you have Lydia singing that song, but it's a little different in the alternate ending. Now, you have the Dietzes are actually back in New York. Lydia is with the Maitlands, and Beetlejuice is supposedly dead because they don't show him in the waiting room again. So, it's kind of the same, but it's also different. It gives you different outcomes. I think it was cool that they actually left room for a sequel showing the Beetlejuice was in the waiting room again. But that's a really funny scene. But, I do like the alternate ending too. It's a lot of fun. All in all, this was a really fun way to watch Beetlejuice. Little bit different. I used to watch this all the time when I was younger. And then I kind of stopped. I guess because I wore it out, maybe. But watching it now and watching it before with Joe, and now the alternate cut, it's just a lot of fun. So check out Beetlejuice and the sequel, Beetlejuice. And if there's any way, check out the work print, although I don't know how. Um, Sorry to say. But again, another big thank you to Joe for making this possible. And don't forget to check out his alternate cut review of Beetlejuice, the work print. Remember, guys, physical media matters. Because if we don't have physical media, stuff like this gets lost forever. And until next time, peace.